Okay, I'm going to show you how to create your own trading bot or an algorithm in under 5 minutes. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're here in the Algo trading community, and over here on the sidebar, I'm going to go to Algo chat. But before I go to Algo chat, I'm actually going to go up into Classroom up here, and I'm going to go over to the Algo prompts, and I'm going to take this first Algo prompt, and I'm just going to copy the whole Algo prompt. Now this Algo prompt already has all the settings I want, but I want to walk through these and show how you can change these to kind of meet your specifications. So the first question is what's the brokerage? And so I use interactive brokers, so I put interactive brokers there. The second question is what's the programming language? Well, we're going to write this in Python. Some brokerages have their own specific languages that you would need to write in. And then some allow for multiple languages. You can write in Python or C++ or Java or whatever it is. So in this case, with interactive brokers, it allows multiple languages. So you would need to know your broker, which language you want to write in, and the languages that your brokerage offers, right? So interactive brokers, Python. I do ask what are the additional tech libraries. In this case, I'm just going to say any necessary to execute the strategy. The next question is going to be what asset are we going to be trading? What asset are we going to be building this strategy around? So in this case, I'm just going to say Tesla. It's a stock. You could put the futures there. You could put cryptocurrency, forex, whatever asset you're trading. This is where you would state that. And then I need you to get real-time data. This strategy that we're going to do, we want it to be an intraday strategy. So we're going to get historical bar data of just one minute. You might be doing swing trades, so you might have different types of bar sizes that you might use for the strategy. If you don't know what bar size you would want, then you could just say any necessary to execute the strategy. I do think it's best to be as specific as possible. So in this case, I'm saying 1 minute, but then in terms of historical data duration, it's intraday, so I would only need it for the day. Trading parameters, we're going to avoid the very volatile time in the morning and at the end. So we're going to start at 10 a.m., 30 minutes after the market's open, and we will close out the strategy 30 minutes before the market closes at 4 p.m. So those are my trading session parameters. Exit conditions, this strategy I'm actually just going to draw. This is good. The easiest way to create a strategy would be to draw it. It's best to explain it to Algo chat. But if you can't and all you can do is draw your strategy, that's fine as well. It will probably ask clarifying questions to understand your strategy. So in this case, the entry conditions, we're just going to say enter at the red dot on the image that we draw. You do need to state what you want your exit conditions to be. In this case, we're going to say at 0.5% will be our profit target, and that will also be our stop loss. But we also have a second exit condition that's time-based, that if neither the profit or the stop loss are hit, that we would just close out the position at 3:30 p.m. So you do need to state how large the position is going to be, how much you want to purchase. I like to use percentages, so in this case, we're just going to say use 10% of the net liquid value of the account. And then I just have some other conditions in here to make sure that it programs it correctly, like error handling and API rate limits and so forth. And then the very last question is, okay, what is the strategy? In this case, we're just going to say use the attached image. So we would just simply copy all of this prompt. So copy the whole prompt. And then we're going to go back to the community and we're going to go into Algo chat. So in Algo chat, I'm actually going to go up to choose your Algo chat, and I'm going to go to Claude 3.5 because this one actually allows you to upload an image. So I'm going to grab an image, and we're going to upload this image. And all I've done in this image is I just drew a very simple chart and put a red dot, like here's where I want you to buy. So we'll allow it to upload the chart, and then I'm just going to go ahead and paste my prompt in there. And that's it. I'm going to go ahead and click send and send it to chat. You can see here's my image, right? My image is just, I kind of drew this image where it shows a chart going up, bouncing up, and then kind of coming down, and then there's a red dot, and I drew a dotted line, and then you can see it going down. So basically what's happening in this chart is you're seeing it's getting higher highs and also higher lows. But then that structure kind of breaks and it falls below. So it is no longer having higher lows. And that's where I put my red dot. So this would be a short strategy, and that's where I would want to enter short. So very, very simple. You could draw a million chart patterns and just say, hey, here's what I want. But it might ask like, and this is what it's doing. So it says, before I proceed with writing the strategy, I need to clarify a few points about the pattern shown in the image. The image shows what appears to be a trend reversal pattern with a dashed line acting as some sort of level of resistance. Is that correct? So I'm just going to say one, yes. This is a short strategy that saw, we'll say, higher highs and higher lows. But when the pattern breaks and there are no longer higher lows, I want to enter and short sell. So that's kind of just one. The red dot appears to be a point where the price intersects with a dashed line during a downward movement. Should the entry trigger specifically when the price crosses below the dashed line, the price touches the dashed line, or are there any additional conditions? So I'm going to say, so for 2, I'm going to say we should enter short when the red dot hits the line, which is when there is no longer higher lows. So basically we're saying when here's a low right here, and then it's a higher low, and then a higher low, and then a higher low. We would expect it to go up to here, but if the price drops down below this low, then that's when we want it to enter. That's basically what the image is pointing out. We might also say, I would like to see 3 higher lows before entering. Oh, how many previous highs? Okay, that was the next question. How many previous highs should be used to calculate the dashed line from the image? And we're going to say 3. But we're going to use lows, not highs. Would you like to include any additional confirmation like RSI, volume, RSI, or moving average, convergence, divergence? And I'm going to say no additional signal. For historical data duration, would 20 trading days be sufficient? We're going to say this is an intraday trading strategy. I want to exit the trade the same day I took the trade. So all data should be intraday. 1 minute bars is fine. And then I'm going to go ahead and send that. So now it's got to kind of take my input, take the image that we drew here, and then, okay, so thank you for your clarification. Now I understand this is a short selling strategy based on break of an uptrend pattern. Exactly right? Let me outline the strategy before providing the copy. Monitor for 3 consecutive higher highs, correct, right? This shows 4 or 5, but at least 3. And then when the pattern breaks, price makes a lower, enter a short position, correct. Exit at either 0.5 profit, 0.5 loss, or at the end of the day, 3:30 p.m. Correct. Those are the exact conditions I put in. So that is all correct. Let me write the code with a detailed explanation. First, here's the basic structure. All right, so there we go. So it started writing the code, and then it said, I'll continue with the main execution logic and handling in the next part. Would you like me to proceed with the complete implementation, including should I include any specific risk management features beyond the 0.5? I'm just going to say yes. Please proceed. I don't know. I'm not going to add any additional risk management features. So I'm going to say yes, please proceed. No additional risk management features. And then just let it write the remainder of this script. This is using, again, this is just a lot of instructions for algorithmic trading layered on top of the two most popular AI chatbots, or the most powerful chatbots specifically for programming, which are Claude 3.5 and then ChatGPT 01. So it looks like it finished the whole code. So here's the whole code. So I can now copy this entire code. So I'll continue with the complete implementation. Here's the full code with all components. So I could actually copy all this code. Looks like it has the full code at the end. Here it disconnects, and then it gives me implementation instructions. Okay, so first of all, there's a few things I need to install, right? Because I'm using Python, and then it gives me some instructions on how to set up interactive brokers. And yeah, basic instructions on how to run it, and I should be good to go. Right now it is after hours, so I can't really test this strategy to see if it's working. But basically all I would do is just copy this whole strategy from here to here, and then run it in interactive brokers and we'll see. Now we always run it in a test environment first, right? You would never just take the code and put it to real money. We got to test this to make sure it's doing exactly what we wanted it to do. But that is the easiest way to create your own trading bot, and it really should only take 5 to 10 minutes. And this is very likely pretty accurate with the code, but it would need to be tested again in a paper environment. The keys here are, one, just taking this algo prompt and using this, and then just answering each question and putting your data in there. If you don't know a strategy, this was one of the easiest ways to do it, is to just draw it. You could explain the strategy as well, or you can just draw the strategy. And if it doesn't understand what's happening in the drawing, it will actually ask you questions to clarify what's going on in the drawing, and then it should be able to come out with that. So that is how you can create your own algorithm or your own trading bot in 5 to 10 minutes. Thanks.